He didn't go after something just because it looked like something good to do. Oh no, it had to look like something good to do, and that would be something good to do.
Yo, wait, 10 minutes, niggas like not even far.
Men of a certain status,
Mad
they
slow.
have a certain mindset, they have a certain lifestyle that are, like I said, about their business. They're not on
Ribbit.
some surface level bullshit. So when you come to him, you have to come correct, and something about you has to set you apart from the rest.
Yeah,
Besides how you look.
You make sure I'm
Those
popping it
men
proper.
are not surface level. They're not surface level. They're like, okay, yeah,
I'm
you
popping it proper.
What kind of value can you add? They're like, okay, my life.
I'm popping it proper.
What kind of value?
Yeah, we good. Trip. Shout out to Slap. I know Slap is lurking in the bushes.
A lot of women are not taught that. They're just like, well, damn, I just thought I had to just be cute.
I'm gonna go through a lot tonight. I'm just waiting on my McDonald's to come. A nigga starving right now, son. Let me see if I can set some other shit up while I eat. The nigga need to bust these fries down real quick. This nigga gonna be here in 10 minutes. I really gotta talk about this Nick Cannon shit. The state of black YouTube, of the rift, the thrift, oh man, there's so much going on, man. Listen. Well, I hope your best friend is a G, because he gotta be a G like me. Let me shush. Let me not say. Let me be respectful of this one. Let me pause shorty real quick. Yeah, I be having these conversations with my chick. She told me stop listening to ugly bitches on YouTube, so I found me a pretty one to listen to. Y'all, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Actually, I did want to go. I wanted to rebut something. So you know what? While we're waiting for my food to come in, there was a video earlier that I heard from a young lady, and I'm always disgusted by them, but I don't think it's too much for me to go over what she was saying earlier. So let me see if I got everything plugged up correctly. Let me check my historiola. Library. I hate when they do it like this. Where's my biz? Oh, that's how I put the bike in front of me. That niggas know I'm burnt out. I've been sweating Hennessy for I don't know how many days now. And I'm probably gonna be sweating Hennessy again soon. So this just my little cousin, she's so damn not hood. She turned around, looked at us during the event, and was like, yo, so is this how it's supposed to be? Is everybody supposed to be pouring out liquor and popping bottles? And I was like, yeah, that's how it is. Okay, yeah, I think I want to hear this one. Let me see if I can pump it up.
Hey everyone, so if you haven't heard, Viacom has decided to terminate the relationship with Nick Cannon because a few days ago he made some comments that people viewed as anti-Semitic, and he initially said that he was not going to apologize, and so Viacom said, we understand, you're fired. Pretty much, right? Well, now Nick Cannon is talking about how much the system of white supremacy takes away from Black people and how Black people deal with racial oppression. And he's talking about this because he's now trying to make sure that he gets ownership of the Wild and Out series. Black women, this is not our problem. I'm going to tell you why this is.
I need y'all to hear what she just said. She said, Black women, that's not your problem. So therefore, whatever resolution comes is not your victory. You must understand that the consequences of your actions hold true. Hold on, the nigga gotta go get his McDonald's. Be right back.
It's not our problem. Because, listen, no matter how this goes, whatever money he makes is not going to go to a Black woman with some Black children. Okay? Listen. Nick Cannon last year explained why he prefers to date white women, which is his choice, it's his prerogative. He said that he views white women as a symbol of success since it was illegal for so long for black men to enter into any type of romantic partnership with white women. And he said this on the podcast show that he no longer has now. But that is why.
So first off, the podcast show had nothing to do with Viacom. I think that's something he was doing on his own YouTube channel. I don't know why people keep associating Wildin' Out and Viacom contract with his podcast show. But that's a YouTube thing. And if someone took it and put it on to stream it podcast-wise, that's just a matter of money. So I love it when these women jump up out here. You notice you don't hear much about these same divestment women and that Blackistan shit with this Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez shit. Only the ignorant ones have talked. Smart ones are shutting the fuck up and waiting for the truth to come out.
He has a preference for white women. That's his business. That's his prerogative. But that means that if there are any group of women that are going to fight this battle with him, it needs to be white women. Because they're going to be the ones who run off with the bag.
All right. So you heard it. She said, if anybody's going to fight this fight, it should be white women, right? Now, let's turn that around and go. Anybody who benefits from this fight should be those who fought the fight. And if you fought the fight and you white, then I guess the check is right? All right. I mean, let's not. Water Sniper only pissed him off because Water Sniper shows them the stories that they won't show. Jalen, Water Sniper shows them the white men killing black women and children. Water Sniper puts these news articles, these episodes. How can you be on Swirling Gone Wrong number 19 and you got more left? That's why they don't like Water Sniper, sir. It's okay. Responsibility is one of those things that a lot of people don't adhere to. They don't absorb with. But let me play this chick right here.
If he gets what he's asking for. And I said the same thing with Byron Allen. Remember, he was suing Comcast and Charter, and the case went all the way up to the Supreme Court. And I said, black women, this is not our fight. Because if he wins, that money is going to go to his white wife, okay? That money is not going to flow back to black women. And guess what? Comcast has an undisclosed settlement with him.
So sadly, when it comes to the part where successful black women actually need the help of black men, it's these videos and these words that will reverberate in those black men's mind. And they're going to look and say, it's not our problem. Do y'all really want that from the black man when you run around and say he don't protect you anyway? Hey, listen, protection comes at a cost. You can ask me to protect you when my fucking transgressions is not your problem. So if you want to just isolate it to Nick Cannon, you know what? I might even give you that. But y'all like to say nakers, Blackistan, black men, and associate one with all. And so I guess I got to associate all of y'all with Sharkeisha. Or how about the black woman who drove her children into the lake? You don't like when Tommy does it, and you don't think it fits you. So some of you need to check yourselves before you just destabilize your sisters, who I know you don't care about. I know you guys don't care about black women. And now you guys are fighting because you guys know you don't care about black women. But I'm just going to let this play a little bit more. Fair use.
Sure is in the range of the multi-millions, right? And none of that money.
I ain't have fries in years, nigga. Mukbang.
So we need to understand something. Black males are not serious about combating what they call racial oppression or white supremacy.
Whoa. Yeah, these fries, I'm busting these shits down right now. I'm trying not to be ignorant and ghetto. But she said black men ain't serious about fighting racism and white supremacy. Wow. Is that what they believe? I guess Tawana Burks is. Or how about Cola Buff? Oh, yeah. She's steadfast. Fuck it. Let me be a dick. Rashida Strober? Woo! Y'all get offended when they make Black Lives Matter and the Black Revolution the face of the black woman. I'm offended too. Y'all bitches don't even want the position. Put some real niggas up there. Some motherfuckers that offend. Put a black statue with a fist up of Tariq Nasheed in the middle of London. That's some real shit. No, we got black women statues, and they don't even appreciate being here and pivotal at this moment. You got some disgusting, never mind. You got these women out here trying to take this credit away from y'all. Ain't these fries a bitch?
The best way to fight economic oppression is to build your own thriving economy, which you see happen all the time.
You can't build your own thriving economy if you want to remove yourself from Blackistan and Nakers. You have to build up the Nakers inside Blackistan in order to build the economy. Outside of that, you want to divest. So it's awkward to me to hear someone who says they want to divest from the black community and then say you need to economically build a black community. What the state of the black YouTube? You niggas is hypocrites, confused, and y'all a bunch of fucking charlatans. Okay, y'all only out here because y'all don't get attention in y'all real lives. And if I'm throwing a stone and you feel a goddamn hit, I'm talking to you. Y'all out here because y'all don't talk to people in your real lives. Nobody respects you in your real lives. This is it. This is your last stance. You cussed it out this motherfucker. And YouTube is all you motherfuckers got. And y'all want to bring people down with you. You ain't taking me with you. I'm gonna be passionate. Even Madhead came at me about the Nick Cannon shit. But you know what? Madhead, this is why I'm mad. This is why I'm standing up. I'm standing with Nick Cannon shit. Because these goofy ass bitches gonna be over here praising and doing goofy shit for Zaddy. Talking about the black man ain't getting no money. Who the fuck is getting Serena's money? Huh? 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 Uh-huh.
Time in the U.S. because other groups of people come to the U.S. all the time. And guess what? They will have their communities where they will make sure the money flows into their community and for the most part stays there. That has not been important to black.
Community is all encompassing of women and men and children. So if you decide to move yourself outside of the community and divest, what community do you think is going to be built with people who are in an exodus? Or people who don't even like themselves enough to want to put money into their community because paying you is basically them hating themselves. They would rather... Listen, I don't want to hear this shit. Some of you black women go to fucking Koreans to get your nails done and your hair. All right? You go to white shops to get your clothing. I don't want to hear shit about putting money in the fucking community. You don't support it. Whether you was pro-black, divested, you don't support shit. The fuck out of here. None of us do. It's hard as hell for me in my neighborhood to go find something black. I'm eating McDonald's right now. Think I don't want Sylvia's? Fuck is wrong with y'all? That sounds stupid and goofy. Hypocritical. You ain't putting money into your community. Dusty ass divestment chick. You got this goofy chick dating a fucking meth head who beat her the first time. Her crowd, her friends, her group, you know, the empowerment thing made her get back with the man who beat her again. Come on, son.
The best way to fight economic oppression would be for black males to prioritize establishing a legacy to lead to a black wife.
Okay, first things first. I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but yeah, my children, ain't even my black ex-wife. If I die right now, they getting paid. What niggas is you talking about? See, I guess y'all talk to these dusty niggas in these dusty areas because you qualify for that. See, I heard a chick. We're gonna play the chick later. She had a whole lot to say about Kevin Samuels. Is Kevin Samuels a black woman? Yeah. The ones that qualify. Why do all of y'all feel like y'all? I don't qualify. Listen, I got an ex-wife, 3 kids, okay, apartment in New York City, bills up the yin yang. I don't qualify for a lot of these chicks. You know, the ones that hop into Bentleys and Ferraris and, you know, they red bottom collection. I don't qualify for them bitches. I might could really talk to them, holler at them, get them in my bed, smash it out. But that long term, that shit ain't gonna work. Hell no. Because the minute she asks for some red bottoms, they gonna be like, get out. You did? Motherfuckers need to understand you gotta stay in your position. Play your part in life. Come on, man.
And some black kids. That's not important to black men. They have no desire to do that. Meaning that they're not serious about fighting systemic racism, oppression, so on and so forth. So this is
coming from a group of women who want to divest and leave the black community because they can't take Blackistan. They don't know how to deal with Blackistan. They don't like nakers. Are you hypocrisy, women? A lot of black men are gonna start disrespecting black women more. All right, y'all gonna get, and it ain't gonna be that verbal disrespect. Nah. So y'all think that verbal shit, fuck you, bitch, that turns y'all on? No, that's not the disrespect you gonna get. No, niggas ain't gonna allow you into the establishment. You ain't gonna be invited into these type of parties. You're gonna be passed over. And if this group of women are mad now, all the ones listening to them ain't gonna do nothing but encourage it. I promise you, it's a decline. Y'all want to sit here and follow those who have been oppressing you and need you to be in this position. And a bunch of y'all goofy.
It's not our fight, black women, because whatever happens with this, however this thing plays out, we ain't gonna be the ones to get the money.
You shouldn't. You don't deserve it if you think like that.
Period.
Now, fair warning. She's saying that out her mouth. But let Vivica, Lisa, or any one of them other women on the panel say something funky. Gotta go. Whoopi, gotta go. All right? So everybody walking on shelling toes. And so if that happened to them, you know, because black men stand up for Jamel Hill, whatever the fuck her name is. And so my point is, that happened to them, we should sit the fuck down and it ain't our fight. Right? Because that's how I feel now. It ain't our fight. One of them divestment chicks. I ain't giving a clout.
Still going to be walking around saying that he prefers other groups of women over black women because they're viewed as a sign of success. So if he views white women as a sign of success, what he's really saying is that access to black women is a sign of failure.
No. What he's saying is what you guys said. He doesn't want a naker from Blackistan. Nah. And well, someone who is not a naker from Blackistan is a sign of success. Isn't that what you women preach? When you say hypergamy, level up? Don't deal with nakers? Well, Nick Cannon feels the same way as you.
Okay? So let this male fight his own battles. Do not let me keep seeing y'all on social media doing the social justice warrior thing.
And where the fuck do these bitches... Why do these women think they have authority to tell other black women what they can and cannot do? Like, the black women in my life would smack the life out of you for talking to them like that about the men in their life. Because they're protected. They're honored. They're respected. Some of you have not been. And that's unfortunate that you don't understand or know what real black love is. But we're going to go on further. This is the state of these YouTube streets. I think I'm up for the shits tonight.
Thank for this man who cares nothing about you. All right, I hope you've had a great week, and I hope.
All right, let me move my sweet tea because now I gotta find this extra. No,
hey everyone!
Whoa!
If you haven't heard, Viacom has decided to terminate its working relationship with.
You don't get 2 times. You heard you the first time. It's Leah. What they gonna sue Water Sniper for? Exposing them? Oh man, I would be glad. I'll be an incredible witness. Sue Water Sniper. Come on, man. Jalen, stop listening to these. Jalen, you know what? I fell into the trap. My fault. You're right, Jayla. I hope they're very successful in their litigation against water sniper a troll.
We cares about. I need to talk about because
I need to show her face, but I ain't even gonna do this right now. What videos is he doing? Exposing swirlers for getting killed
the way that I used to, but I still be looking around
by their white husband?
As you can see, Kevin Samuels has a channel, and his channel is very successful, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not hating on the fact that
Yes, you are.
he's a good content creator, but is it just me, or does anybody feel like Kevin Samuels is condescending towards Black women? And I know that his channel mostly caters towards Black women. I guess most of his audience is Black women. They come over to his channel to listen to his advice, to call into his show. They donate or whatever, but I've watched. I don't really watch. I don't watch the full live stream, but I do get a glimpse of some of his live streams. Like I was just on his live stream just now, and me personally, I'm not saying that I'm not hating on Kevin Samuels or his channel, but at the same time,
If you gotta say I'm not hating on, but you're hating on.
you might be a content creator, you might be giving advice to Black women, but his attitude comes off very condescending, as if he's better than Black women, and it kind of makes me think, like, is he only catering towards Black women because that's where majority of his support is coming from? Not just the views, but monetarily. He has a lot of guys in there too, but I see that a lot of women come over to Kevin Samuel's show. They support him. They call in or whatever. But at the same time,
Because they want to qualify.
if you're a content creator or not, you're not going to be talking to me like that. You're not going to be talking to me.
Yes, we are.
And I'm not going to just bow down to you because you basically giving out information on trying to help Black women or trying to help them find successful Black relationships. But it doesn't seem like he really cares about Black women trying to find successful relationships. And I can see the way that he's talking down to a lot of these women, like, oh, this is my channel, and you're going to buy down, you're going to listen to whatever I have to say, because at the end of the day,
Mahogany, what's up, beloved?
well, you're not a bitch, but I call him a bitch, but
I don't know if y'all can hear this loud enough. She always speaks low.
Like I said, I don't really be in the Black sector like that, but at the same time, like, y'all women have to stop being so desperate, allowing these men to clown y'all, embarrass y'all, talk to y'all any type of way. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're desperate for a Black man to give you some attention or whatever. Y'all have to stop being so desperate for these men, because a lot of these men don't have respect for Black women. I'm just keeping it real.
I don't respect it.
A lot of these dudes do not have respect for Black women, and Kevin Samuels is one of them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if he's metrosexual, if he's down low gay. Or
There we go. I knew it.
But
Hold on.
it seems like
There we go. I knew something like that was coming. It happened before. Now I don't know what the man's sexual orientation is. I know he looks at women. I know he checks out women. I know he's scoping out women. I know he dates women. I know he guides men on how they should dress. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay, I can play that a little later. He gives good advice on the colognes, apparel, wears, and how you should carry yourself. And as a man, you know, how you should be when you step up to a woman. The man is making six figures. He's a six-figure kind of dude. He has expectations. He's not overweight. His health is probably good. I don't think women appreciate that when it comes from a dude. I think that when it comes from girls, like, yeah, it's her preference. That's the word. But if Kevin Samuel says, well, listen, if I'm gonna date you, you know, and you're in your 30s, you can't be over 120 pounds, can't have no children, you know, and you gotta make a certain amount of money. You gotta meet a certain criteria. Why is it that women that know they don't meet this criteria, like, you know, you don't make 30,000, so you can't afford to even take care of yourself at a level to reach a Kevin Samuels? Why would you be mad at his choice of preference? Like, am I allowed to be mad at Megan Thee Stallion or all these other Meghan Merkel? I'm not allowed to be mad at these people because of their choices and how they choose and select their men. You know what I mean? Their preference. Y'all gotta stop this ignorance, man. These YouTube streets. I don't know, Freddie. You crazy?
Getting away with talking to black women any type of way because he is a metrosexual type of man, and he's not what you would consider to be.
But that's come on, black women of my culture and community. If that is your only defense when a man is not attracted to you, then I understand why white women and others are winning. Because they ain't got to say you're gay. They can just understand they ugly. Or not attractive. No. Black man don't like you. No matter how you look, you could be Precious herself in the movie. He gay. He don't like me. Y'all got to stop that. That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit.
You know, the stereotypical.
You about to lose your wrench.
Black man. So these women are allowing Kevin Samuels to talk to them any type of way, to dog them out any type of way. And he's doing it more in a passive aggressive way. He might not be cursing, he might not be getting loud, but trust and believe me, you know, he's not out to help black women. I don't get the feeling that Kevin Samuels is trying to help black women for the betterment. I feel like he has gotten his channel to where he wants it to be and how he wants it to run, and he knows what he has to do in order to, you know, get certain views up and to get people talking and to get women, you know, calling into his show because, you know, like they say, you know,
y'all want to prove yourselves to Kevin Samuels. You want to make sure that you worthy because these Pookie Ray Rays and Dusties that you keep attracting, you feel like you don't understand why they keep coming to you. Why is it that these Dusty men keep approaching me? Why is it these low-live bastards keep walking and talking to me? What is it about me? Why? How come a man like Kevin doesn't talk to me? Well, maybe you should listen as opposed to being offended. That's the problem with a lot of them other chicks. See, the next step for you will be, I need to divest. I'm gonna get a white dude and this, that, and the third. And then you're gonna end up on O'Shea's channel with all the list of those swirlers, live public YouTube ones, whose white men have left them, if not for someone else, just left them and then told why they left them. So some of y'all need to kind of just step in the realm of reality. I think that's the most serious part. Like, if you can accept reality, and it's not like to demean yourself and to degrade yourself, but accept a reality, be humble, and look for something well within your means, life would be very good for you.
You know, we support our interests. So I see that he caters to the female audience, but I also see that he has a way of talking to and coming at women in a very condescending way. And you know, me personally, I'm just not that desperate. I'm not that desperate for male attention or validation. So
Right.
I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I feel like if I go into a certain space, you know, men think they can just speak to you any type of way. And as I can see that, you know, black love, black relationships is not going to go anywhere because
ain't working
we
for
really
you.
don't have.
Hey, yo, that's the fucked up part. Nigga be like, black love, black this. That shit ain't going nowhere. For you, seem to be working out for the rest of us who ain't online screaming, yelling, and having problems. And some who are online, they finding black love online. Black love and black hate, all that. There's some getting their swirl on. So the state of these streets, boy, black YouTube is so. We got a lot to change, folks. It's a lot to do. There's a lot of work out here. Some of us who are content creators and believers in just bringing forth a black media. With these things out here, with just the first two videos, I don't even want to know if I want to play anymore. I kind of want to go play a video game or something. These people scare me, man. Hold on, let me see. What was in my notifications earlier? I mean, shit. Crystal Swirls is representation for black women right now. The black women in that community is fighting each other right now. So you know, I often wonder. Oh, this is what I wanted to. He was saying some shit earlier. Did I want to do him or do I want to do a Shay real quick? Hold on. Let me play my man. This nigga should be going in so much. Why you didn't control?
This is why I love when each.
Hold on. Yeah, this is the one.
Have anything on.
This is it. Let me turn this up.
I'm trying to figure out how the quality stuff is.
How what?
How the proposed notions of equality work between men and women.
You're asking me.
Carol, listen.
I'm asking you.
Yeah. Well, it's something that we're going to have to work on. I think a lot of historical, if we have a historical understanding of equality, I think it's like anything else. Are you equal with your brother? Are you equal with, are you?
I forgot about that.
Idea of women as an equal, not only sexual function, but as an equal
Well, are we on air right now, or are we just in the booth?
Yes, we are. We are on air.
Oh.
You're live.
I'm live. Now, I don't have an issue with recognizing, a woman's, equal humanity. If that's what women are looking for. But, from what I've discovered, women aren't looking for that. They're looking for, equal equality in the sense of being respected the same as men for what men do, but what women don't do. And I'm like, well, that's never going to happen.
You gotta explain that a little bit more. Explain that part a little bit more to me.
How do you equalize the protector versus the protectee? It's impossible. If you have one person who has, now I don't know what your position is on the responsibilities of men, but if you have one person whose responsibility it is to be the protector or be the provider, then you can never equalize that with the person who is being the one who receives
man role, that, you know, it's just like you can't have a baby and you can't be the nurturer that I can be. And there is a role for men in protecting and providing, but not subjugating and marginalizing.
Well, let me say this. I don't believe that women should be subjugated and marginalized if you put it in the context of like, a woman being a man's slave. But I'm saying your ability to give birth, which is innate, which is not based on anything that you actually do. It is something that is God-given. It doesn't require anything of you other than to, give birth to the child. It's a biological function. But I won't reduce it down to, let me finish my point. I won't reduce it down to having absolutely no significance, but it is not equal and on par to what men have to do in terms of building, maintaining, and defending the infrastructures of their society. If a woman goes out there and has all the kids in the world that she wants to have, it means nothing if those children are born into the vacuum of space. And you see this in Black communities where Black men are not building and they are not maintaining, and these kids grow up and they fall victim to the environment where they are not protected and provided for. So regardless of the ability,
Okay, but I don't have an argument with you on that, but I think it's a cooperative. You're trying to say this is better than this and this is better than this. You wouldn't have that duty to do if you did not have children, and from that, the woman that bears the children in order for the world to continue to go on. It is a cooperative.
I agree. I agree with that. However, since I'm the one that is laying down the foundation, the woman is getting on board my ship. If I don't build it, or if I don't build it with other men, it doesn't get done. For further evidence, I direct you to your nearest Black community. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying you're never going to have a situation to where I actually build the structure. Okay, it's like take you and your girlfriend. You and your girlfriend, you go off and you build a house. Okay, I'm not even there, but yet I show up the next day after you've completed your house. You all outside wiping sweat off of your forehead, like, woo, we just got done. And here I am as the man, I'm reversing the roles. I show up and I tell you that I'm going to have 50% say or equal say in what goes down in this house or this setup or whatever you all set up, simply because I feel that my humanity or my dignity or whatever should be recognized. You're not going to go for that. You're going to tell me to go build my own house with my own men and whatnot.
No, I wouldn't tell you that, because I would understand the function and the role of men and women together. That's the difference. I don't look at it, and I wouldn't look at it.
Okay, so all of those who might sit here and listen to this interaction, right? I want y'all to remember this one part. He literally just explained that if you built the house and I walked up the next day and told you, well, half of this is mine, you would tell me go build my own house. Or at least be like, this is my house, half of this ain't yours at all, right? That's basically what he clearly said. Now she's saying, right now, she's saying, no, I wouldn't say that to you. I would say it's a collective, right? So this is what she's saying, that she would not say that the house that she built and he came in and said it was 50%, that she would not tell him that this is my house, you don't get it, right? That's basically what she's saying. She's saying that she would not tell anybody that this is my house. I built this. You can't have a say so here, right? That's what she's saying. I want y'all to remember that.
It as a male, and I don't look at it as a woman, as your house or my house. It is a collective. It is a corporate thing. We're working on this thing together. That's what. Wait a minute. Hold on now.
Okay.
That's where the problem, I think, lies in the African culture. There was never a problem with men and women going along the same road together. It was only when we got into the system of white supremacy that we started being, that we started, this thing started being divided and conquered.
You can't look. I'm not disagreeing with the aspect of white supremacy. I'm not disagreeing with the aspect of white supremacy, but you cannot take the whole continent of Africa and sum it up into one holistic African culture that was monolithic and it was all the same. Well, I'm saying. What I'm saying is this has nothing to do with male, female, anything. This has to do with the fact of. I understand that, but what I'm saying is the aspect of why there is no equality, or there can't be equality, there won't be any equality. Even if you give women a protected position or a valued position, which they do have, even underneath the patriarchal system, because as you stated, without her being the facilitator of that infrastructure, then the man can't continue anything. He can't pass anything on. But it would be
the annihilation of the earth. But see, if we could, okay, go ahead.
I want to finish my point. I'm saying it's like renting a car. It's like you let's say you bought a car, okay? Mm-hmm. You're paying the note on the car, okay? To have somebody else come through and they're driving the car around and everything else, but yet you're ultimately responsible for the car. You know, you're not going to go for that, nor are you going to go for
only if I look at. Now let me say something. Only if I look at things as if they were my possession, and that's what I hear from you. That this is mine, and I don't want this. When you look at things in a possessing manner and not in a freer manner, understanding that she is your equal opposite. She is the person that God placed in your life. When in the scriptures, and I'll use it just for, let me finish. I'll use it just for a moment. When they talked about she's being the comforting comforter, she was like the Holy Spirit. When you look at those words in the Hebrew, it is a double word, which means when she comforts, and it is similar to the Holy Spirit in the Garden of Eden. So in that aspect, how can God lord over God?
Oh, all right. I'm not dealing in the spirituality. I'm dealing in the real world and the tangible, and I don't want to devalue what you're saying. But what I'm saying is that it's like the difference between somebody who rents a house versus somebody who owns a house. You notice, like when you drive through the neighborhood. Wait, hold on. Let me finish my point.
Is the woman the renter?
Wait. I'm not saying she's a renter. But when you drive through a neighborhood where people are renting versus a neighborhood where people actually own the property, the people who own the property actually take more pride in the property, right? Now, women have this conceptual, issue with the idea that women are somehow now their property, or the men own them and things of that nature, but yet they still want men to take the same level of pride as owners of not only women and children, but the household and the community and all that as a whole. And that's simply not going to happen. When men don't have ownership of that which they are ultimately responsible for building, maintaining, and defending, okay, if they don't have ownership of it, then they're going to simply say, well, I don't have anything to do with that, and they're going to walk away.
But is your ownership, and I'm just talking about you. I can't say that. I talk to different men, and everybody doesn't think like this. But is your ownership a master servant thing? Because that's kind of like what you're saying. Hold on one second. It's not really. I want to get some more people on this conversation. I am not putting you on hold. Let me just take in. Okay. Hello. You want to contribute to this conversation?
I absolutely am, and I'm going to try to be halfway decent, and I'm going to try to be as professional as I can, because I am infuriated. And this is the kind of a dogma we hear from men, the kind of disrespect and disregard. And
I need y'all to pay attention to what he just did and how he spoke. He used allegory after allegory after allegory, example after example, to put forward one simple fact. If I build a house and you walk up to me tomorrow and tell me I own 50% of this, I'm going to tell you, go fly. I'm trying not to be offensive. I'm going to tell you, go build your own house. Really politely, that you don't get 50% of anything, because I put my hard-earned everything into this. This is mine, right? Basic premise. This is mine. Pay attention.
It just comes, it just, I'm so welled up with anger when I hear this man, at the same time agreeing with you and totally disagreeing with you and being condescending to the conversation. And I'm thinking whether or not we have any kind of literacy or we listen to what we're saying. How can somebody in their right sense collectively talk about building a stupid structure that is destructible as compared to the person who is the creator of life? As a matter of fact, how are you going to be creating life and at the same time thinking that you're a master of a stupid building or a stupid
Okay,
structure?
can I interject?
Because I'm not in a good mood right now, what you're saying, because you are totally offending me. You have totally offended me with your ignorance. And I'm not going to play into your ignorance. You listen now because I heard the host listening to you, and I want you to listen to me and go away learning something. The umbilical cord on your navel string is not connected to no man anywhere in this universe or any God anywhere. It is connected to the woman's power, the ultimate power. And I'm not talking as a feminist now, because I'm coming into all of this myself in terms of the knowledge and the power of the woman. And when I hear that, you are nothing but just repeating and regurgitating the same evilness that has been stored upon us for years. When you look into, let me tell you something about building. Men are not the only architects. Men are not the only builder. And let me tell you something. If you can build a house better than I am, I will keep my head. Because
Pay attention to the emotion. Pay attention to what they saying. They want equal. No matter what. If the man builds it, they want equal. It is theirs. If a man builds it, it is our house. Pay attention to this, because this ending is strong. Pay attention to this.
no freaking thing in a house that I cannot build from the ground to the top, right? And there's no structure if I put my mind to it that I cannot do. There are countries in this world, and where I come from, that the women are the entire backbone of the country. The entrepreneurs in the market, the people that do every single thing are the women. Our sisters in Africa, look at the feat that we have done. Now go and do your homework, because you're really blasting me off.
Let me pause that again. She does know that. Well, she doesn't know. She said, "Go and do your homework." This nigga's been on YouTube doing this shit for I don't know how long. And I think the nigga's studying to be a doctor. Some of these women gotta chill.
All right, can I respond?
Yes, you can.
All right. See, this is the problem, at the core, is the fact that what many women try to do, and I've had these arguments before, is that you all are taking credit for something that you don't do. Okay, you don't take. Let me make my point. That's
not true. Did you? That's not true. The only reason.
Can I finish the point? You keep interrupting me, and I'm waiting for her.
I'll let you speak a long time too. This is another woman. I'll let you speak a long time too. And we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this, because I know that you're not, you're stating your position.
No, I'm trying to explain myself, but you seem not to want to have a conversation about it. I'm not trying to fight. I'm not trying to fight with you.
No. I don't think you are. But we have been on the line for a mighty long time, and I'm hoping we're still on the line.
But I'm saying that because you have plenty of listeners, and I would like to explain my point instead of having a show where it's just a bunch of women co-signing themselves to death with no male input, but yet they're talking about the incorporation of men participating in the community.
Let's go ahead.
Now, what I'm saying is you have a situation where women they are taking credit for what they innately or intrinsically do, which is give birth. They were born women. Nobody chose to be a woman, but yet they're elevating themselves to some supreme goddess status because I am woman, hear me roar, because I give birth. I'm not devaluing the fact that women give birth, but I'm saying I have to actually get up in the morning and go out there to put something together with maybe 5 other brothers or something like that, respectively what you see with other patriarchal men in their respective communities. These things have to actually physically be done. If we don't get up in the morning and we don't do it, they don't get done. The other woman on the line, she was just saying, you know, that the women are the backbone of this given black community or that given black community. And in all these communities, when you really look at it, with black people being at the bottom of the socioeconomic totem pole globally, you know, the men are not doing what they need to be doing. And you have women taking credit for being the backbone of a broken situation. They're not protected.
Okay.
Black women are not promoted.
Now let me
right?
go
ahead.
Let me stop you right here. We're being the backbone of a broken situation because of certain factors. But let me get someone else on the line. Hold on, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
You have something to add to this conversation?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I just wanted to throw a couple considerations into this discussion. I think what's being espoused here is a result of the conditioning that we've been under in this country, under not only paternalism, but also capitalism, which has conditioned and taught us and taught men that whatever I build and put together, I should be the complete owner of it, even though I may have profited because of the contributions of many others. But because I'm in the lead, I own this, and that's how this economic structure is made. That's these bankers and all these people that have been ripping people off. They can make all these millions of dollars off of people and claim these bonuses of millions of dollars, where they're the difference between their salary is like something like 800% one for the hard working man, and that's what we've been under. But going back to the African system, if you look at the hunter-gatherer system, the usually, and it's not always, but women would be the gatherers, men would go out and be the hunters. But the things that women gathered and what the men hunted for, when they brought it back into the village, it was shared equally, and no one lorded over one another and said, well, my contribution was more than yours, and therefore I should have more say so. That's the system that was and it still is practiced in parts of Africa, but that's what we were conditioned to think was evil, and that those are socialistic thoughts or
You really believe that?
Oh, I do. I've been a witness.
No, I'm saying the only again, you know, people, you know, they always want to go back to some Afrocentric something.
Well, no, wait, hold on. This is my show. This is my show. And
okay.
This is what we're talking about, and we're going to stick to the point. And my show is based upon an Afrocentric purview.
No, I understand that.
Hold on, brother. But if you can't stay within the confines of that house that I have made, then you know we're getting into something else. We're talking about sin makers to bitches. How
I got you. You know what's funny? Your house, your rules, though, right? Your house, your rules. But then you're telling me that when the man built the house, he can't have his rules. But
no,
your
I didn't
house,
say
your
that.
rules because
I
it's
didn't
your
say
show.
that. I did not
you
say
own
that.
the show, right? It's your show.
No, I do
your
not.
house, your
No,
rules, right?
I don't own Blog Talk Radio. But I'm asking.
But I'm saying this. But I'm saying this is your show, and you just stated your house, your rules.
Let me finish, son.
Yes.
Oh, when we're talking about
let her speak.
And maybe we can
She was
open
talking
this
about
up.
disrespect, but yet she called me son. She doesn't know me, but called me son.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying. I'm saying it out of love. I'm saying that I'm not even like that.
Let's not play that game. But go ahead, continue your point.
Pardon me? What did you say?
I said let's not play that game, but go ahead, continue your point.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to let you go, brother. Wait a minute. I'm gonna answer this phone call right quick.
So every now and then I try, I love my sisters a lot. And this is where some of us gotta come into play. Listen, y'all gotta do better. Gotta do better. The man was sitting there asking relative questions. And to get emotional and not really think about what he was asking, but to react in every aspect of everything that he explained, it's just like, yo, we gotta stop. There can't be a gender war based on stupidity, ignorance, and like something happened to you when you was younger. Just, we gotta chill. We ain't going nowhere. I guess we got time to really sit down, think about, and evaluate some of the ways we have conversations with each other. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, because you heard dude come up there. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. He see a little picture or image or one of your little Facebook somethings, and he might see like some tits and thighs and ass, and now he want to smash. So he, half of these dudes, what's up, see? Half of these dudes is up here, trying to get social media cootie points. And I can tell you from the start, the reason I can talk to you crazy is because I don't want none of your coochies. I'm good. So if I don't like what you're saying and you're disrespectful, I'm gonna disrespect you back. But that's me. I ain't in here for your social media cookies. I don't want to crush your social media cookies. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to, if I'm gonna say something, I'm trying to help the people. Hold on. I don't know why it's not flowing through the mixer, but whatever. I don't know. I know I'm about to take a nap. He said, hold on, I want to get his commentary, because he did have some commentary after this shit. And he kind of went bananas, but
None of this is cool, my mama.
hold on, y'all.
I mean, let's face the fact that yes, that is foul what he did, but it would be substantially that they have women that try to run with this.
Fine, but this is sad.
And I'm speaking about this as a EL from the suburbs, right? Because I don't understand what goes on in the inner city on a day-to-day basis and how inner city black men and women interact with each other. I don't know what type of agreements you all have made with each other, or if there's any agreements at all.
I ain't fucking with this.
Because part of the thing that frustrates me about black women who have agendas is, like, example, it's like when you hear those white women that come with that all men are potential rapists type of shit, because that originated with white women, right? And the MGTOWs, they're fighting that. But it's like, does rape happen? Yes. Is rape a bad thing? Yes. Right? Are the majority of men rapists? No. Far from it. Right? But you'll have these women that try to make, all men a threat because of the potential of rape, right? Who was that? Who was that woman that was up there on Roland Martin, and people booed her off or whatever because she was saying a similar thing. Heavyset black woman, I forget her name, Amber Phillips, that's who it was. She came with the all men are potential rapists, right? Jesus. And with this black man pulling a gun on this black woman, right, who was at the supermarket, who said she was there to, help clean up, right? Do you think that that's a behavior that's exhibited by the majority of black men? I think majority of black men co-sign, even remotely co-sign the idea of pulling a gun on not just anybody.
Yo, Silva, you don't know Sergeant Willie P? You don't know the origins of the black gender war? You don't recognize that voice? That is Sergeant Willie Pete right there. Man, oh man. You would recognize him because a lot of so-called black women on YouTube will blame him for Asia McGowan. That's why he disappeared. Yeah, no. You think you haven't heard from me in years. Go type in his name. This thing got 3 or 4 fucking channels. Swear to God. Swear to God. I've been listening to all the channels like, oh, man, I got to catch up to all this shit. It's like catching up to Tariq Nasheed's Mac lessons, man. What the fuck? I didn't know he was back. I don't know how I bumped into him, but no, I was looking for something of his old videos because I know I posted something and I popped into his 3 channels. So yeah. And Infinite Wisdom was gone. Infinite Wisdom was one of his last channels, but yeah.
But pulling a gun on a woman, let alone a black woman. Is that something that you think the majority of black men co-sign? You know, especially over some bullshit, some insignificant bullshit. I don't know whether they had an exchange of words or whatever. I don't know what was said. None of us know what was said. Not that it even particularly matters. I'm like, damn, you gonna pull out a gun and cock it? I'm like, that's foul, right? But you get these women that try to run with this agenda, you know, that try to make it like, you know, that's what the majority of black men are on. The majority of black men are on pulling guns on black women. Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even distinguish when we already know that the populations of black men is, I mean, it's just vast. I can't even relate to some shit like that. I can't relate to pulling a gun on a woman. I can't even relate to raising my fist at a woman, let alone pulling a gun on 5 black women and cocking it. That sounds to me like somebody who, as a little boy, would be in emotional support classes. And so when I look at, you know, from the EL suburban, I don't know what I'm talking about, you know, position, you know, I look at the situation like, yeah, you know, it's poverty, it's the ghetto, it's dysfunction. That's what it is. You know, you're going to have, you know, all type of dysfunctional people in there. That's why a lot of black suburbanites don't want to live around those people, male or female. But you get these black women that come online and they act like they're victims to the patriarchy that doesn't exist in the inner city because they got a bunch of rogue males, you know, running around. Like she talked about the black on black violence and black men killing each other and whatnot. I'm like, well, if they have no regard for each other and they're killing each other, which means they're pointing guns at each other, if they're that dysfunctional, what would make you think that you're exempt and that you can't have a gun pulled on you? Like, what is this ethereal magic, earth mother goddess status that a lot of black women think they have, especially in broken and in dysfunctional environments, to where they think they won't have a gun pulled on themselves? When you got other black people who recognize the shit, and when they can, they move the fuck out of those environments because they recognize it as dysfunctional and the people in those environments as dysfunctional. Right? We can talk about the systemic things and all the stuff that affects that and whatnot. And I'm not making excuses for the man. But what I'm saying is, what is the level of expectation? Like, where does this intrinsic value that black women think that they have in a broken environment like that? No patriarchy, no legacies, no generational wealth, no passing on wealth through the black woman's movement. Where do they get this idea that they're going to be intrinsically valued? I mean, it's not like black men get intrinsic respect for shit they don't do. And then in those environments, like you saw on that, you know, that 1986 Newark clip about, you know, whether fathers are substantially important to the home. Like this woman, and I don't want to attack this woman because I don't think she deserves to be attacked. But I'm saying, you know, some people pointed out the fact that she's not married and doesn't have a ring on her finger. So where's dude? And what's the quality of dude that she linked up with? And why did she get with that dude? And, you know, all that type of stuff. Where's her husband and protect her or check this dude or whatever? You know, so it's like, I see black women who engage in this culture. They engage in it. They participate in it. They contribute to it. You know, there's no rules, regulations, parameters, structure, nothing. And then some foul shit happens. And then they're filing complaints as though the black community looks like the white community or any other patriarchal community. I mean, let's face the fact that
Yeah, that nigga went off on that one. I'll let y'all find that.
I might be one included. You can include me in that motherfucker shit, right? Because when somebody come after me, bitch, I'm coming for you. There's just a few things I won't do. I'm not gonna dox you. I'm not gonna lie on you. Okay? But what I will do is show your motherfucker raggedy ass pictures, bitch. Other people will fuck you up, and I will take the information that they shared. Yes, I will. So my question to you, Taz, you historian over there, you Google historian ass bitch. The fuck you over there talking about, nigga? Shouldn't you have a job some motherfucker wear? And when you gonna stop wearing them oversized, stretched out t-shirts, nigga? You might need to buy you a more quality t-shirt because it seems like you either one are wearing the same motherfucking t-shirt every motherfucking day or every picture that you take in the same t-shirt, and the motherfucker look like it's oversized. Look like me and you could get in that big ass shirt, nigga. They stopped wearing that style years ago, hoe ass nigga. That was in the 90s, nigga. The early 2000s when motherfuckers wearing the big ass shirts all the way to the knees, nigga. What the fuck is going on with these motherfuckers? We got a chubby bitch who wanna act like she wasn't chubby. Then she hurry up and get surgery and she couldn't wait to show herself. That shit was weird. Like Nyla, yeah, she trying to look like JB. She trying to look like JB, baby. Look, this is the thing though. I've seen several pictures, and even when Taz went live, the nigga sitting on somebody's couch with the big oversized ass shirt on. I seen a picture which made me assume that he was a dude who was out there in the community. Then I come to find out these niggas don't even live nowhere, so they're not really doing nothing for their community. The niggas are trying to find a place to live. That's what they were doing. Talking about, yeah, I support the community. My foot's on the ground. Nigga, your foot's on the ground trying to find somebody who will move you in their house. That's what your foot was on the ground doing. Shit. Bomb Cherry, Taz and Nala hasn't said a thing about you, and as far as I know, don't have an issue with you. Penny, how you doing? This is what we're gonna have to do, right? Because I know you're being here, you're being respectful, right? And you're going by as far as you know, right? So I'm gonna respect you because I don't have no problem with you neither, right? This just happened but like 3 minutes before I went live, Penny. I was over there and I decided, okay, I come over here and I listen. So let me just say something. All I said, he said something. Most of what he was saying I was agreeing with, but he said something that wasn't true. And I said that wasn't true. Right? And I wasn't even talking to him. I was talking to somebody in the chat. The niggas read, oh, that wasn't true. And then he said, why don't you go get on the webcam? So I'm not sure if you was over there, but who he was talking to was me. So he fired some shots, and now this nigga is about to get, some shots fired back at him.
Oh, yeah, this one.
Who are Taz and Nala? Hey, Red Star, how you doing?
Yeah, no one cares.
There ain't nobody. What's up,
Thank you,
Silent
Mom. You said it right on time. Let me pause that shit. Listen to this one.
I've always identified as mixed. I've always identified as being black too. But when it comes to preference, sexual preference, for me, that's a thing that this is the, and it made me think.
This is one of them divestment chicks.
Like for me, I've always experienced it this way, like where with dark-skinned people, dark-skinned women, dark-skinned men, it's a different thing. Just today, just like
You know what, y'all? I'm sorry, I can't even do it. Kevin Samuels is live. Can single mothers land high-value black men? Ooh, I know he cooking the shit out of somebody right now.
You see the drip, yeah, I fit it up. Hop in my car and get it up. Secure the back, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I'm a real one, my day one. Trust me, can't say nothing.
All right, well, listen, y'all. Kevin Samuels is live. I'm gonna go set the motherfucking room up and lay up on my shit. Get comfortable, put my toes up. So I don't know if one of y'all go live. I'll probably click y'all shit from the cut. However, I'm about to go to bed and relax. I got a lot going on for tomorrow, for the weekend. Y'all, I don't know what y'all gonna do. But if you're gonna do it right, do it good, do it big. We out. Make sure you kind of contribute. And I'll keep some things popping. I might even go further with the shows. I just ain't that motivated yet. Let's see how it goes. All right, now I turn this shit off. Oh, yeah, StreamYards. Peace.